Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And it is a gorgeous fall day today, a perfect day to work on our Autumn Abundance paper pumpkin kit. And I have a couple of simple alternatives for you. I just realized I forgot to grab something over here to show you what I used. So some things I kind of already prepped just so it wouldn't take quite so long, and then a couple things we'll do together here. So I wanted to just remind you of the special that's going on because time is running out. So the holiday greetings, so the paper pumpkin kit, this is going to coordinate with this stamp set, the Winterly Treetops. So you can see similar birds here. It's going to coordinate with the Winterly Treetops. And I think possibly also some of this paper. So we'll see. I don't know 100%. That's part of the wonderfulness of paper pumpkin is it's a surprise. So who likes surprises? Say surprise if you like surprises, because I love surprises. So I'm kind of glad they just give us hints, but they don't tell us everything that's going to be in the kit and exactly what it looks like and all that. I love the surprise of it. So I've had a couple friends take me up on this special. So if you've been thinking about it, now's a good time because you can get 40% off, which is $10 off the kit. So instead of paying $25 for your first kit, you'll only pay $15 for your first kit. And then, but you have to subscribe by October 10th, which is next Tuesday. Oh, nope, wrong calendar. I hadn't moved September, so October. So next Thursday, so a week from tomorrow, will be the last day to do this. And make sure you use Holiday 40 Holiday 40 promo code in there. All right. You can either go to paperpumpkin.com and choose me as your demonstrator and then put in Holiday 40, or ask me for the link and I will put it, or I'll just put the link down below for you after we're done. So these kits, if you've been watching for a while, you know these kits are just really stunning. And I had a couple ladies here last week who said, oh, the last time I had kits, I wasn't really impressed with them. And then I showed them some of the kits we've had in the last couple months, and they were both like, oh, well, they've stepped that up, haven't they? And so they have. And so they have subscribed, so that's exciting. They're going to get this kit for 40% off, so for $15 instead of $25. And then the next two kits after that will be the regular $25. And then in January, I'll tell you how to get a ton of free stuff with a prepaid subscription that will not only save you money, but earn you extra free stuff. So I'll tell you all about that in January, but I wanted to make sure, because you will still only have until next Thursday, October 10th, to get this subscription special, 40% off your first month. Use Holiday 40 as your promo code. All right, so our paper pumpkin, if you are new to paper pumpkin, our paper pumpkin is actually an all-inclusive kit, just like the kit I showed you yesterday and all the other kits that we have. Everything is all-inclusive. So that means that all you have to do is add a pair of scissors. Now, our scrapbooking kits are not all-inclusive, just our card kits or our kit collection kits. We do have some little scrapbooks, mini scrapbook style kits, and those are all-inclusive. So anything that comes in this box or this box are all-inclusive. All you have to do is add scissors. The scrapbook workshop kits, those are not all-inclusive. There are other things that you would need to get to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'd already opened it last week because it is September's kit, so we can play with it until we get October's kit. So it was 3 different designs, 3 of each, so 9 cards for $25. You can't buy 9 cards for $25 in the store, guaranteed. So then you have all the ingredients. It tells you the colors that coordinate with it, and the colors that coordinate with this one are Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Very Vanilla, and Wild Wheat. Lots of great colors, lots of great fall colors, right? Everybody say fall if you, or autumn if you're an autumn user. Those are all fantastic colors. The blue is interesting and new, but I kind of like how it looks. Not that I've seen blue out there. I've seen purples in the fall colors that we have, but I have not seen blue, but that's okay. It works. And then we have the dyes for this quarter, or for third quarter. All right, so this one went with June, July, and July, August, and September. That's what it was, July, August, and September. And so I have these dyes right here. And then these were for second quarter and these were for first quarter. So then you can, I keep them in this, and that way I can use them on whatever. I've used this Thanks a whole lot. A whole bunch. I've used the butterfly a number of times for things other than paper pumpkin, and I love these two sentiment holder pieces as well, and I've used those a lot. The leaves and everything, this one I didn't use so much, but this one for the here I have used as well, and I could use this one as well. I might even do that, throw some of those in there. It's nice to have them, and they're just available at all times. So then you have your no-fail instructions. Hi, Covina. How are you today? How is your husband doing? I trust he is healing up and feeling better. So we had the cards 1, 2, and 3. These were the ingredients. We put them together. I'll show you. And then here are the no-fail instructions. Look, I mean, it's even got showing you arrows, exactly where to put everything. There's no guessing games about this. All right, so that's the nice thing. So the cards, so it came with a stamp set. These other stamps are on blocks already. Whoop, not that one. On blocks already, because I have been using them and playing with them. It came with Cajun Craze. So I have my regular size because I use these as giveaways. It comes with a block. Your very first one will come with a block. After that, you just need to hang on to it and pull it out. When you order other kit collection kits, you get a block. If it's a stamping kit, you get a block in each one. Tim is doing well. I am glad to hear that, Covina. I am so glad to hear that. All right, and then you get some adhesives, the dimensionals, glue dots. You can always use any of what you have. A lot of times you'll see me using my my green glue because it's just easier for me to do that, so I'll be using that one. And then here were the cards. So here is one of them. Super cute. Love the envelope. All right. And then you can do whatever you want. So sending autumn wishes your way. Love the little snail. I was going to send this to my niece, not my niece, my goddaughter, because her nickname is Schnecke in German, which is snail, but she leaves for coming to America before she comes to us. She's traveling to see some other things, so she wouldn't even get it. So I'll probably just go ahead and have this on her pillow when she gets here. And then we have, with thanks, we did a little bit of stamping on here and then added the different leaves. Nothing here, but then this wonderful flap is all done for us. All right, and then this is the one that had the blue. So the blue is inside and there's some on the outside, and then it just says thinking of you, and these are popped up with the dimensionals. So super fun, and we did stamp in here as well. So those were the cards as designed by the kit, and then I branched out and did some others. All right, so I planned some and I did one. So this one, what I did is I took this card and I cut it in half. All right, so that it was each a panel. So this is one, and I went ahead and put this one together. I forgot to stamp it. I was going to stamp it like we did on here, and then I forgot, but I did make it portrait instead of landscape, and you can see I had to cut a little bit more down. so that it would fit. I used early espresso. I didn't finish the inside. I was just focusing on the outside. All right, and I did the Sending Autumn Wishes Your Way. I did not pop, I popped these leaves up on dimensionals, but I left these flat down and just had a nice sampling. Now these two leaves I cut myself from cardstock using this one right here. All right, so I did add some other leaves, and then this copper leaf, that came in the kit. All right, so I guess I've got that too far over. My camera is slowly sinking. I have to fix it. It is slowly dropping and it's kind of crooked, so I'm having to have my things down here crooked to me just so that they're straight in the camera. All right, so there is the card. It's got the copper and some of the die cuts, so that's one card. Then I started on this one, but I didn't want to finish it so that we could do it together. So we'll do that. All right, let me get these out of the way. We're going to stamp here this one. And what I'm starting to do, because I saw a friend do it, I'm putting this right up here, sticking it to my glass mat, because then this doesn't move all over the place. See, it just moves super easy. So we're going to stamp this, and I'm going to use the Thinking of You. Let's see. Yep. Thinking of You. Like that. All right. And then we'll, whoop. I just got it on myself. So let's get that off before I ruin a card with it. So I have this one cut so that I can do that with my fingers like that. All right. So we'll set this aside and we'll go ahead. So what I did with this one, you can see I embossed it with the wood 3D. It doesn't necessarily match, but it still gives that whole idea. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on here with our glue. All right. So today I am only on Junebug Creations, not in the Junebug Creators Facebook group, and I'm also on YouTube, so you can always catch me on YouTube or on the business page. All right, I am doing the A+ vendor event this month, so I will put that notification out, and I plan to go live. I have not been very good at it, been forgetting with all the stuff going on, but I am going to be better at it this month and for the rest of the year, or the rest of the time that I've signed up for. So we have this one, and then I did an orange leaf with that die, and I have the blue one in here, and then I have the little snail. So I'm going to glue this one down like this, kind of cover up some of that space there. And then I'm going to glue the blue one down because it's a little more delicate, so I don't want to pop that one up. I know they popped it up on the card, but it's a little bit more delicate. I'm going to put the little mini dimensionals on the back of this one, like that. I like to make sure it's not showing. Ooh, it's just, but that'll work. It's showing a little bit there. So here we go. Nope, showing there. These are tricky. These are a little on the tricky side. So you want to make sure you get it so it's not showing. And then, all right, so is it showing? No, not showing. And let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you. So hi Kathy, great to see you. How's the weather over there? My son, I finally sent him his rain boots because he forgot to take them. But I get the feeling you guys were getting some wetness, some rain over there, because he was asking if I'd sent them yet. He should have taken them, right? He should have taken them. All right, so we're going to pop this up on dimensionals, but I'm going to use, oh, I thought I was going to use some larger ones. Here we go. I have some larger ones to put on here. So we haven't been getting any rain. We had some cool weather, but we haven't gotten any rain for a little while. We had a very wet August though. A very, very wet August. All right, so now I just have this left. So what I like to do is I like to just cut it and use it that way. All right, so your son moved to New Mexico and forgot so much. Oh, what about the son that went to Alaska? Did he also forget a bunch of stuff? Oh my goodness, is he excited about his new winter that's coming up? Whew, that's gonna be something. All right, so I kind of put that too much in the center, so I'm gonna move this over. There we go. I'll put this here, like that. And then I'm just going to put some glue on here, because I'm going to then tack this down like that. Oh, it's a little bit crooked. There we go. And then I'm going to put a dimensional back here, and then a little bit of glue along the body here. All right, just to kind of hold it in place. There we go. Oh, isn't that so cute? I love it. I really kind of like that blue in there. What do you think? Yay for blue or no for blue? Kathy, you like this card? Came home from Alaska on to Cuesta, New Mexico. Oh, I thought he had moved there like for a permanent job. Oh, nice. So now he's in, well, that was quite the weather difference going from Alaska. This is the, no, this is not the October kit. This is the September kit. September kit, Autumn Abundance. And I think I heard someone say that it was sold out in the store. So if you are a subscriber and you wanted a refill, I think they're sold out. I can't remember, Kathy, were you still a subscriber? I know you have been a subscriber. I haven't looked at my subscribers lately. I need to send you all some goodies. So I was going to do that with the next kit. Send you all some goodies. So here's this card. So that's my second one using the two sides of the card. This one I did not emboss. This one I embossed. All right. Super cute. I know. I love this kit. It's so beautiful and fun. All right, so the next cards I'm taking out are ones that were this one with the blue. So I cut it and made it 4 1/4 by 5 each side, and then I put it through the Changing Leaves embossing folder, but not, it's a hybrid embossing folder. So I showed how this works on my live about the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine the other day that you can get in your starter kit. But I didn't use that. I just used the embossing folder, but I wanted to show you that on one of them I put it the wrong way. Oh, I already glued that down. I put it the wrong way. And I'm turning it upside down so that those are hanging. I put it the wrong way, but doesn't it look cool? And then this is the right way. So one side pops way up and the other side sinks down. So two different looks. There's really no right or wrong. It just depends on what you want the look to be like. And so I kind of like how that looked, but I also look like this. So I am doing these upside down so it looks like the leaves are hanging. And I did stamp them the same as what the kit had you do, but then I changed it up. So we're going to do one card and then the other card. we're going to go ahead and bring in our little piece of chipboard, and we're going to do the with thanks like that. Bring that over, and we're going to do this. All right. So, okay, you're not presently, you gotta save some money. I get that. I hear you. I hear you. I understand. Holidays are coming. We gotta think. Lots of people like us, we want to get debts paid off, so we're watching our spending as well. Totally understand that. That's why I like this discount, is you get 40% off. So instead of paying $25 for the kit, you only pay $15 for the kit. And of course, you use Holiday 40 and you have to subscribe by the 10th of October, but once you get your kit, if you want to cancel it, you can cancel it. You can cancel it anytime. There's no, you're not locked into anything, and that's always a nice thing as well. All right, so we're gonna put this down here with dimensionals. Let's close this before I drop something in it or stick my fingers back in it. We're gonna do some dimensionals on the back here. I'm just gonna cut this right off like this and put it here. All right, so then what else did I have planned? We're doing the with thanks. And then I was gonna pop that right there. And then I have, this is cut from one of the other ones that I did. So I was going to use this down there like that. And this one over here. So we're gonna go ahead and glue these on like this. All right. We're going to set that right there. And then, again, because this one is so delicate, I'm going to just glue it like this. And we're going to do that like that. Then I'm going to set this right here. All right, and because I have those, I need to see, where do I want that? I think I want to put dimensionals on that. So I'm going to do just a little lineup of it right here. Let's see, oops. I forgot to put my phone on silent or do not disturb, huh? I seem to forget that periodically. All right, and then we'll put this one up here. See, nice that you can just use all the edges from your dimensionals. Easy peasy. And then you have no waste, because we don't want waste, right? We don't want any waste. So I think I'm going to put this right there, and instead of putting it over there, I think I'm going to put it over here on this side. I'm going to stick it under there like that. Oh yeah. Even though they're red and red, I kind of wanted some of the very vanilla there. All right, and so then we can just keep it that simple. We have lots of leaves, they all coordinate together, and it's nice and simple. It looks like I have my with thanks a little wonky, but that's it. That proves that it is a handmade card. Hi, Missy. Late to the party? No problem. All right. Yeah, Kathy, that I talked about that at the very beginning. So we have the special, you put Holiday 40, you can go to paperpumpkin.com, choose me as your demonstrator, or just go into your Paper Pumpkin account. You put in the Holiday 40 for your code, you get 40% off, which makes this next kit $15 instead of $25. And then after the 10th, after you get your kit, if you decide, nope, really can't pay $25 a kit right now, then you can just cancel it at any time. No harm, no foul. It's always your choice. All right, so there is our second card. Again, I need to do the insides. I was just really focused on the outside. So then we have this one, again, with the Night of Navy base. I cut it down to the 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to put that on here, but not yet, because I'm going to grab some linen thread for this one. And then, where are my pieces? I had some pieces picked. There's that. Oh, no, I guess I had that one. I guess I already stamped that one. I had these. Where else? And I had this one. And I think I was going to use one of these. All right. So that's as far as I had gotten. But as I was prepping for this, I had an idea for this card other than as a card. So wait till you see that. You're just going to be like, whoa, June, that's awesome. All right. You might be a little surprised too. All right, so we're going to have this fallen down again. And I'm going to be having this over here. Let's see. And then we want this. Do we have that like that? Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I didn't have it laid out. It had gotten messed up. All right. Maybe I won't use that one. I think we're just going to go with there we go. I think we're going to go with that one. Or let's see. Do we want it up? Or do we want it down? Help me out. Do we want our little ring, our half ring, do we want it up or down like this? And we could actually put it on top of there evens. Do we want it down below or do we want it up above? What do you think? What do you think? I kind of like it down below because it gets lost in here. What do you think? All right. I'm waiting to see what comes up with your comments. So I think we're gonna go ahead and pop this one on dimensionals. And I think I'm just gonna use these right here. And like that. So I'll just pop this on dimensionals. All right, let's see. So below and on top of the red. Oh, I only have one more left. And I kind of had a plan for that. Let me see. I don't know. I feel like it gets lost if I did the whole circle. I feel like that gets lost. That's a little much, I think. So anyone else want to chime in? I don't know. Maybe we don't want it at all. No, actually, I'm not sure I want it at all. I kind of like that. So I'm going to change it up again because I can. It's my card, right? I can do it however I want it. And I've decided that I don't want, I was going to pop this up, but I think that I'm not going to. We're going to go ahead and center it on here like that. Now another thing, if you didn't want this much blue, you could do another layer under here that would be at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And that would give you another layer. So like I could have put a red, orange, or the wild wheat, the pumpkin pie, the poppy parade. I could have put that under here, which I should. Maybe I will. Is it stuck? It's stuck a little bit, but we're going to do it because I said you could. And let's see if I can. All right. I showed you the trick before. We're going to use that trick before I tear it up. All right. So we have our floss. All right. Oh, well, that was it. Let's see if that's enough. Hopefully that's enough to use this. Here we go. All right, let's see, is it coming up? Kind of have to kind of have to work it. Let's see, is that going to work? All right, so now, let's see. It's hard to do it when you have too short of a piece of floss. All right, and I did it just a little bit too short, but as you saw, that was all that was left in there. Let's see if I can work it all the way around it. Oh yeah, that's working better. All right. So then I'm going to grab it this way and see if I can grab it here like this. All right. Nope. Is it working? All right. I am bound and determined, folks. I am totally bound. Looks like it's backwards on a card base. No, it's not backwards. I was doing it upside down. I was purposely putting it upside down, so it's not backwards. That I'm sure of. Let's see. Oh, come on. Is it coming? It's coming. It's coming. It's tearing the card base a little bit, but we're going to be covering it up, so that's okay. So, should we use pumpkin pie or wild wheat? Or the Poppy Parade? I'm actually leaning towards the wild wheat. Don't fall out of your chairs on that one. See, so it's got a little bit of this, but that's okay because we're going to be covering it up. So let's see what I have over here. Do I have some wild wheat? I do have some wild wheat. What do you think? Oh no, I'm thinking pumpkin pie actually. Let's see, what do I have on pumpkin pie? Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is in the brights. Here we go. Let's see. I don't have anything that size. So let's get it. We're going to go with the pumpkin pie because it's brighter. And I think it'll look much better and it'll pull out those nice colors. So we're going to do 4 1/8. See, don't you love it when I'm on the spur of the moment and I'm like, oh no, let's not do what I planned. Let's go rogue and do something completely different. But you can do that, see? So then we're going to do this. Oh yeah, look how nice that brightens it up. All right, so we're going to pop this on there. And you won't even know that I tore it off. Okay, you'll know I tore it off because you watched me, but whoever gets this card will have absolutely no idea. So I just kind of, the stuff that's kind of sticking up, I just pull it apart, pull it off, and then we're going to lay this on the center of it there. Look at that. You can't even tell. And then this one, we're going to re-glue it like that, making sure I've got it upside down from what they did. And look how nice that looks. I like how that pulls those colors out. What do you think? Everybody comment better if you think it looks better. Does it look better? It definitely looks brighter. All right, love it. The other thing you could do is you could have used the navy blue here, the Night of Navy here, and then gone with a different card base. That would have worked too. That would have worked too. All right, we still have, I think we still have very vanilla paper, so you could have done a very vanilla card. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna, actually we're not gonna glue that down on that side. We want to put glue on this side, and I'm going to glue it on here like that. All right. And then we're going to, since the leaves are all dropping, I want to keep that consistent. I'm going to put some glue on the back side here And stick that there like that. That kind of hides one of those leaves. There we go. And then grab that. I'm going to put that there like that. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple more of these and put it over those to help hold it down so that they don't fall off. Okay, like that. And then we're going to take the papers off. And so how many of you saw a while back ago my post about whether or not to do a class at a winery? And I had that bottle of wine. Well, I haven't called the winery yet, but I am going to. All right. I feel like something's missing. That would be too big. That would be too big. So maybe just a piece of this coming out of there. Maybe just a piece. I feel like it's missing something. So we're going to put that there. There we go. All right. And there you go. Another thinking of you card. All right. I'm liking this. Okay, so wine. How many of you give wine bottles for, hi Donna, nice to see you here. You caught alive again, late but caught you just the same. Yep, I agree. You caught me. You can always go back and see what else I was doing before you got here. All right, so here is that bottle of wine, Red Ass Rhubarb from Prairie Berry Winery. Kitar won it. Yes, he is underage. Last year at a Christmas thing. They are in Hill City, South Dakota. We might try it this Christmas when he's home and my brother and everybody's here. But typically I'm not a wine drinker. Never really have been. Tried it, didn't like it. It's always too bitter or blah. Anyways, but sometimes you give wine away and you want to be able to make a cute tag for it. So we're going to turn this into a tag. Let me zoom out for you. Now it's a little bit big for this bottle, okay, because it's going to hang off like that. But if you have another bottle that isn't quite so straight here and then all of a sudden out, it would hang nicely like that. So let's go ahead and turn this into a tag. I make these kinds of tags for my craft fair. Let's see. And we're going to use a different stamp. I just got this idea as I was getting ready for this one. So we're going to use this Just For You stamp from the Attention Shopper right here. Whew, that's a little bit big. Where's my cleaner? Take this one off. All right, now we'll pick it up with that. All right, and I think it should fit on this. Let's see. Yep, Just For You. Perfect. Like this. All right, nice. And then I was going to use the little snail. Let's see if that will fit. I'm not sure that will fit. Will that fit? No, I didn't go high enough. That's not big enough. Darn it. Darn it. All right, so we're going to do the Just For You. And where's my chipboard? On here. And what am I looking for? All of a sudden I'm like, wait, what was I looking for? All right, we're going to just do a little leaf like this. And I'm going to grab my pumpkin die that I was playing with yesterday and just do a little leaf. I want to just lightly, like that, just to give that, just to kind of empty that white space, because you know how I feel about all the white spaces. It's like, ah, that's too much white. All right, so then we're going to take our last, you can move this. We're going to take our last copper leaf. We're going to use, where's that little, here it is. I'm going to use this. And I'm just kind of building a little something on here. And I want to go ahead and do, okay, we'll use this one from the kit. And then we're going to, I don't want to use the big one, so I'm going to keep it consistent. We're going to use this one and bring in our machine. This is the little mini, nice and easy for doing it here in front of you. And I'm going to bring in I don't think we want a red one, this one and this one. So we're going to, and these, oh, this is from the kit actually. I don't want to tear those up. Let's go ahead and do one of these. All right, in the Cajun Craze. So we'll do a Cajun Craze. And then we'll do, I don't know, let's see, what do you think? Do we want, all right, that's not gonna pop out, so we're gonna use this to make it pop out. Like that. Ooh, that's pretty dark. And then the yellow. What do you think? Just those three? I kind of feel like the orange needs to be in there, but then that's too many. What do you think? Help me out. Just those three, the copper, the, I think that's crushed curry, and then the Cajun Craze. Maybe I don't even want that. All right, I'm gonna do one more, just in case we can play with it. Where's the die? Here it is. All right, I like getting your input. Sometimes I get too many ideas and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to do. So I like it when we are doing it together here. All right, so then we have this one. Here we go. All right. Here we go. I love these. I love this one. I love that die. That's a new favorite for fall die. All right, so let's get this stuff out of the way. So I got to do odd numbers. All right, so if we do 4, 5, 6, that's not an odd number. So do we want to, we could just go with this, or I could just do that. No, I kind of don't like that. Let's see, we have another snail and we have another, and I didn't want to use these big leaves, they're a little too big. Let's see. All right, so we just got to play with it. All right, you artsy people, help me out here. Oh, that could look really cute. All right, so if we do this, and we don't even need that one. I just thought that would be kind of special. We could do this and this. So we could do it like this. with the mushroom. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Let me pull you in a little bit closer. Help me out here. Help me out. Too many leaves, so 4 is too many, yeah. 3, is 3 too many? 3 is not too many, is it? We don't have to use the copper one. I feel like this is too big. I kind of like that. What do you think of the 3 leaves with the mushroom? So somebody could use this for Thanksgiving. If they're going to Thanksgiving, they could buy it. You think the yellow is too light? So maybe the copper one instead. What do you think of that? Is the copper one too dark then? What do you think? I could go with a darker, I could go with a wild wheat one. Ooh, that might be just what we needed, right? Let me see how that looks, because that yellow, that's crushed curry, so it is lighter than the wild wheat. See, aren't you shocked? I'm using the wild wheat, but it's a great fall color. I think that's about probably the only time I'll ever use it is for fall. So, but it'll be gone next year anyways because it's an in color, and hopefully they don't bring it back in a refresh, because that is one color that, yeah, I am not going to use very much. I like the Cajun Craze, but I tend to only use Cajun Craze around fall time. It's just one of those colors that I don't think of except when I'm doing something for fall, and then I use it a lot, and so that's about the only time of the year my Cajun Craze gets used. Although when I do things with my son's first car on it, his car color was Cajun Craze, so I would probably use it for that. But other than that, I don't think of Cajun Craze. So what if we did this? Notice I'm putting it behind like that. What do you think? I kind of like that one. I kind of like that. Put the copper behind the other two. Okay, we could try that. The copper behind the other two. All right, so the copper behind the other two, or the wild wheat behind the other two, which has a greenish tinge to it. So the yellow is disappearing. Yeah. So here's this one. So 1 or 2. I kind of like the one with the wild wheat. Missy says the copper. Donna says change the orange for the wild wheat. Change the orange for the wild wheat with the copper behind. I guess since I did that in orange. What do you think? Like that? That would work. That would be pretty. I might make that other card like this into a bottle tag for my craft fair that's coming up. All right, so this is 3. So 1 was, this is 1, 2, or 3. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? There. Okay, so Missy and Donna say that. Anyone else want to chime in? Kathy, Covina, anyone else want to chime in? Missy says number 3. All right, yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like that, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 things on there. That's plenty. Donna says 3. Missy says 3. Anyone else want to chime in? I think we're going to go with that. All right. So this is going to be on dimensionals, and this is going to be on dimensionals. All right. So let me make sure. So this needs to be on the outside. And this needs to be on the outside edge as well, so that it can just go right there. Oh, that's a little too close, or not close enough, so that's not going to work. We're going to have to trim that skinnier so that it will work. I don't necessarily recommend this, the trimming of this. It's, is that going to be enough? Let's see. No, I think we're going to use this one. It's just enough to keep it from slipping, or to make it look like it's just, so it doesn't look like it's hanging off. How about that? We'll just say that. All right. There we go. It's a little too long, but I'm just going to snip it off. All right. Like that. And then we'll put some dimensionals on the back here. So now I'll just use that one. And this one. And this one. Like that. All right. Oh, come on. All right. So, all right, and we'll do that. Donna, are you still getting Paper Pumpkin, or did you cancel that? I can't remember if you are still doing Paper Pumpkin or not. All right, let's see. Let's put some. All right, so we're going to put the copper down first. Whoop. Like that. And then we're going to do the wild wheat. Are you amazed? Everyone tell me if you're amazed that I'm using wild wheat, my least favorite color. Tell me amazed. I'm amazed. I'm surprised at myself, but it works. It works for this because it's kind of a greenish, we won't say it, it's kind of a greenish color, so it's working for this. You won't see it much else, but you'll see it probably in fall, especially for this because they already had wild wheat in it. Get that on there a little bit more. There we go. That just stuck to me. All right, so then we're going to turn this way, like that, and put this right up to it like that. Oh my gosh, that is so stinking cute. And if you were to go to a Thanksgiving dinner and you wanted to take a bottle of wine for them, then you could put it on there like that. You could even corner round. If you have a corner rounder for scrapbooking, you could take your corner rounder and round those corners, and that would soften it up. Whoop. All right, so you can just round those corners. That's what I usually do, is I round the corners. All right. If you still feel like it's a little too wide or something, you could do this. If you feel like that's too big, you could put another piece of paper. So we could have done that, like that, and then punched out a smaller hole that would go down. So we could do that. Let's take a look. So make sure, yeah, that would work. So I'm going to go in here. It's going to be a little off center, but now I've got that to use. We'll cut this off a little bit. So I'm just showing you how you can make it adjustable for your, so let's see. So between here and here, I've got that much. So between here and here, oh, hold on. So between this edge and here is 3/4 of an inch. So then I'm going to bring this one over here and do 3/4 of an inch. I've got another strip of paper to use. Oh, that's a little too much. All right. Just even it up. Close enough. We're not going for perfect. We're just going for filling it in. So then you can just glue that in. Okay, this got to be more detailed than I had. I just had a vision and I had to go with it. All right, so then I'm going to turn it around because I want to make sure it's centered here. Before it sticks. And I'm just going to eyeball it. It's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to eyeball it. And then I'm going to stick a little bit of glue under here. And a little bit of glue under here. Just to make sure it doesn't bow. All right. And now when I put that on, it's going to catch better. Okay. So because it's smaller. All right, and then you have your cute little tag for your wine bottle. So, and I'll probably use that other one to make it for that. So how fun is that? What a cool idea. I'm kind of proud of myself in case you haven't noticed. Hello, Marisha. Happy Wednesday to you too. So here's just a fun way that you can turn this card into a bottle tag. So when you go for Thanksgiving, you can grab a bottle of wine, pop this on here, and just kind of adjust your hole as you need to depending on the size of your bottle. And like I said, if you wanted this a little narrower, I tend to make mine a little narrower, but now we've already stuck this down. But you could trim off a little bit here and then boost it up so that it's like that. So cool. I'm liking that. I'm glad that popped into my head because I was looking at this card. How was it? I was looking at this card like this, and that's what made me think of it. I was like, oh my gosh. So you could totally trim it, make it narrower, fill this in a little bit, put your thing, because your pattern or your little doodads here could go off the edge. They don't have to all be inside it. They could go off the edge. Thank you, Marisha. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Donna. So I think that's going to work. I think this one, I'll show you. I'll do this one where I trim it down a little bit and show you how it turns out. And then I'll be using these in my craft fair in November. So perfect. Perfect. They've already done the hole. I can go ahead. So like I like to give away bottles of sparkling apple cider since I don't drink. And so this would hang better because it's more of a gradual thing instead of this, which is pretty sharp. This is a pretty sharp one. So then you can make it smaller or you can have it larger. But I think I'm going to turn this one into one of these as well and have them at my craft fair. So when I do this one, I'll post a picture down in below, and so you can see the two different sizes and how they look. All right, so we have, let's recap our alternates for this one. Let's get all this stuff off of here. Let's go out a little ways. Let's zoom back out. You can see the mess over there. So we have this one, and we have this one, and we have this one, and we have these two. All right, so we have some variety in what you can do. Got some of them are embossed, some of them are not embossed, and then we've turned that one into a bottle tag. So super fun. I love how these turned out. I trust you enjoy them. I trust you play with your kit. Now the other thing is, hi LB cards. They would be cute for parties. They would be very cute for parties. So all you have to do is, if you don't need other things, if you just want to make these beautiful cards as designed, my goodness, make the cards as designed. All right, they are never a must-do alternates because they're already gorgeous as they are. But if you do need something a little different, or you don't want all the same cards, then you have some ideas of what you can do with them. So, thank you so much for joining me, everybody. So happy to see you here. I will be back later with a kit, collection kit. I'm not going to tell you which one. You'll have to come and see. And we'll do that and put that together later on in a couple hours. So I'll see you back here in a few hours, and I will put your 30-minute notice up so that you can find it. Also, I will put it in the heads up chat. If you are not part of my heads up chat, where I quickly do typically a live in 5 message for you so you can know to come and find me, then go ahead and put heads up down below and I will add you to my heads up chat. And that's all it is. I just text, nobody else texts inside. I just message everybody saying heads up, live in 5. So if you want to be added to that, feel free to put heads up down below. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye.